Yeah, just cut in front of me, why don't you? Anyway, I want to add this to the video that I'm about to drop. Just a couple of quick things, because just stuff that I'm seeing. So, Mr. Guns and Gadgets, who I watch, he does all the Second Amendment news stuff. And again, I'm telling you, like, black people know white people better than white people know white people. It's like clockwork. I mean, just clockwork. Right? So I already anticipated this. I already talked about this in another previous video. I don't know if I'm going to post that one. But it's like, bruh, you black people, or not even you black people, the protesters, right? And I already talked about the agents. I'm going to cover that. I'm going to get into these agents that are out here as well, right? But, it's always been the classic tactic to distract away from the protests and focus on riots and rioters, right? Despite the fact that a lot of white people's young kids is out there also quote unquote rioting, it's still, black people are the face of the shit, right? Because it was a black man that got killed. Even though every freaking video that I see of people looting and rioting is a whole bunch of white faces in there. I mean, more white faces than I've ever seen, in these riots, right? And, again, I've already talked about how, it's COVID-19 and it's, all this uncertainty that has all these white folks out there, especially white youth, right? But this is what he said that pissed me off, that just fucking irritated me and got underneath my skin. Again, it's always, there's more outrage. There's more outrage for looting than there is for the actual death of the person. So he comes on and he's like, well, he's already been charged. He's been fired. All this shit, right? And therefore you all got what you wanted. And I'm like, no, first off, we want a conviction. Second off, the man only got charged with third-degree murder. Second-degree murder, you only need to demonstrate that he didn't care that the person died. I guess the prosecutor either is trying to be more lenient or thinks that, it's easier to get, manslaughter. Bottom line is, yes, the man is going to jail, but just like you saw with, what's her name, Amber Geiger or whatever her name was, little slap on the wrist. And then now she's appealing it, right? I'm like, nah, the riots and all that shit, all this shit is going to continue, right? Which is going to be bad for black people. It's bad for business. It's bad, when we already are fucked up and have nothing, as a collective group of people. And then, on top of the economy being shit, then you have all this fucking unrest, in major cities. Until there's some major reform. Like, no, it's got to be way more than just this cop gets charged, and then not only that, charged with lesser crimes, third-degree murder, manslaughter, right? Which isn't going to give you, that's not going to give you a 25 to life. You see, and the other officers, technically speaking, in my opinion, they need to be charged with being accessories to murder. But he goes into this, oh, that's not the right way to protest. Classic, white folk virtue signaling and shit. Oh, that's not the right way to, well, what's the right way to protest? Colin Kaepernick was out there taking a knee, and that was still a motherfucking problem. Oh, he was taking a knee. Oh, he needs to stand. Oh, that's un-American. He's disrespecting the troops. He's disrespecting the anthem. He's disrespecting the flag. What's the right way to protest? He out there taking a knee. Oh, he needs to protest on his own time. He can't be out here disrupting my football game. Nigga, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Fuck these white boys on that bullshit. God, that burns me up. I'm like, no, this is what the fuck happens when you don't fix your shit. This is what the fuck happens. Again, I'm not out here for, I think the whole shit is disorganized. I don't think that the fucking, that this is, the way that I would approach going about it. It needs to be more organized. But again, like Trevor Noah said, when you have those that govern and those that do the enforcing of the laws just simply out here breaking the laws, why should anybody else respect the laws? Fuck it then. Why should they respect the shit? You breaking the rules, why can't we go out here and break the motherfucking rules? See, the social contract between law enforcement and society has been broken, and it's been broken for a very long time. This is just what you see with the boiling point. George Floyd's life is, cannot be replaced. All that shit that whatever motherfuckers are taking, that's what insurance is for. I mean, I knew that shit was coming. I knew that shit was coming. That old fucking, well, we're going to tell you how you should be you got what you want. We gave into your demands. And notice how he's saying it like he's the dictator, or he's the high person, that we gave into your demands. Like, so I guess you're the leader of the system of white supremacy? Notice how he takes on that burden. You got what you wanted, right? Like notice where that positions him. You got what you wanted. Now you all need to stop. Right? Notice that. Again, we need to see some convictions, and preferably of all of the police officers involved as accessories to murder. You sitting there, you got your knee on somebody's neck for 8 minutes. I'm like, man, if you don't get the fuck out of my face with this bullshit. I knew it was coming. Oh, you're not protesting the right way. You're rioting. Why can't you protest more peacefully? Is that not what Colin Kaepernick did? And y'all couldn't even handle that shit. Now that motherfuckers is burning shit down, now all of a sudden, now it's a problem. It's like when you tell somebody get out your face and they don't get out your face, and then you unleash all hell on them, and then they're sitting there, and now they're sitting there crying that they're the victim about some shit. It's like, yo, I told you, get the fuck out of my face and leave me the fuck alone. Now that the person lashes out, now all of a sudden, oh my God, this is overkill. Oh, I'm like, man, go sit down somewhere, man. Seriously speaking, go sit the fuck down somewhere. Anyway, should I even make the second part of the video, the other part of the video? I'll make that a separate video. I'll keep this shit separate. Anyway, that's my video. SWP out.